Hi, I want to go through the requirement for bonus sparks. Um, so let me walk through a little bit firstly on the app, what is expected from the user, and then I will go through a little bit on how that spark is calculated and derived. So in the first place, each one of these are all stories, and each of the stories give a reward. And in this case, you can see that this one has this thing called a one token. Token is the old name, and the new name is called Spark. So we decided to replace the name token with Spark. So this one has not yet been updated, partially because token is a very bad word for blockchain. So we decided to just change it. So if you like the page, then as you know, you go into the groups, and then there's all of these different groups that I'm in. So you can see that there's a one token over here. This is the default token or Spark that is given to the user once he has finished the task. But you also see that on the left side there's this thing called bonus. So the bonus says that if you finish this group, if you finish this task, you will get 5 sparks as a bonus on top of the 1. So in total you'll get 6. But what it also says that if every day you don't finish it, it will reduce by 1, which is this one at the in purple. So 5 minus 1. So if you don't finish it in 5 days, you get 0. Got that? So that's how the bonus works. So every day it minuses 1. So it's a little bit like Snapchat. Every day it's like it disappears after a day. Um, and what happens here is that this bonus is spread across the team. So if I finish 5, and then there's 5 members in the team, then it's divided by 5. So what it will try and do is then encourage the team to finish task early. So it's kind of like you can ask your friends, hey, have you finished it? I want to get more sparks. So that's kind of how it works. So by the time when I finish the task, it should look up this field, bonus sparks, and then distribute the sparks across the team. Got that? So how is this sparks derived? If you go to the story page here on the top, this is the soccer STG, the staging website. You can see that there's this thing called bonus sparks here, which is defined in the story. So this is the story, and you can see that this R&D innovation actually gives 15 bonus sparks. Got it? So if I were to go through the requirement a little bit, so I was kind of saying, it's a gamification model for the app. So if we finish it, a default value, as I mentioned just now, 1 is given. On top of that, there is a default bonus spark, which is derived using this number. Every day is reduced by the reduce per refresh on the same column. And this is the specifications of today, how that is derived. So something to take note, this bonus sparks is already working today. So this timer of reducing every day is already there. So you can see here, these are all fields that are already existing. There is a cron job that will run and reduce it until the left bonus sparks becomes 0. Got it? So this left bonus sparks is an existing field in user task groups, which is on the chat view. So on the chat view, there's user task groups, and the chat itself. So as I was saying here, bonus sparks on the left side. This is what indicates the value as the user completes the task. These default sparks will be used to distribute across all members of the team. 4 and 5 is something that we'll take note of later on. So 4 means everyone should be notified in the chat. I have a design that says X number of tokens has been given to you because someone else has completed a task. And also that there's this Spark token tab. So you should see in your accounting that you have received a token. So this notification is this specification. Yeah. And this is how the token accounting is derived. So when you credit a token or spark to somebody, it's being saved into a user accounting's collection here. Okay, and so I thought that what's very good is to have from a milestone standpoint, how I think and what I think will work here. So right now there is already an API that credits the token or the spark. They're both interchangeable words. So I have an API probably at the back that does this crediting of the spark. However, it's only one user. It's only one user. So the problem with this is if I try and do this bonus spark logic, and if I don't, if I do it, if I don't know better, I might end up creating a lot of API calls because each user in the team might end up having his own API call, which means if I have 5 users or 10 users, I'll be calling the backend 10 times, and that would be crazy. So I thought we need to then change the backend API to have more than just one user. So I can have 10 users and maybe one token each. And that could be the bonus spark itself. But the challenge there is then the calculation. What if there's a one, like I'll get one token and then everybody else gets, so I'll get 2 tokens and everybody else gets 1 because I'll have by default the value of the story, which is this where is it? There is a value which is the number of tokens that will be received. This one, the reward value of 5 in this is the case. So when I finish the task, there's 5, but there's a bonus of 15. So there's a 5 plus 15 in a way, but the 15 is distributed across the team. So there is a need to kind of think about how the API is going to be adjusted to match this requirement. But we need to keep it clean, otherwise you have too many API calls. It's not good. So once this backend API is done, then we can just simply update the new flow. So once the task is completed, we calculate how many bonus sparks will be derived, and then use that new API to update the user accounting, and then we should be done. And once that's done, then we can do a last milestone, which is to add a notification to inform everybody in the chat that the tokens are now distributed to the team. So this is my walkthrough for bonus sparks.